What is going on between BYD and NIO? Today I tweeted out this photo and well, the reaction was quite strong, so you quite liked this news. I basically said, is there something brewing between NIO and BYD? Because if you look at this photo, the rough translation here says that this is welcoming NIO to the headquarters, it seems, of BYD in China. So this photo is quite recent, just a couple of days old, and it indicates that at least there is a meeting or ongoing talk between NIO and BYD. So why is this significant? What could it mean? Well, first of all, of course, BYD is one of the best mass manufacturers for EVs in China, currently really pumping out great numbers, with the downside that their cars are maybe quality-wise not the best, but let's put this out there and say there might be synergies between the two companies. First of all, people may rumor about the fact that NIO might get some of the batteries by BYD. Remember, BYD originally started as a battery company, and so they have huge expertise, and lately the BYD plate batteries are something quite famous in the industry, I would say. Tesla has now seemingly got their first deliveries of this battery type to Giga Berlin, actually. We don't know whether or not NIO may actually use the same batteries and battery technology. Actually, I would doubt it, to be honest. Maybe BYD could rather help NIO on their plans of vertically integrating their battery manufacturing, and maybe with all of the research that NIO is doing, which I also reported here on the channel quite before all of the media writing about it, with the 4680 cell type of stuff, with solid state, hybrid solid state battery technology, with different charging types and those kind of things. Maybe there are synergies on the R&D front between those two companies. Another rumor might be, of course, BYD also trying to enter actually into the segment which is more high-end. And well, the BYD Han, I would say, is maybe a first attempt to get more into a pricier section, and maybe here, priced over RMB 1 million, that would be really high-end. BYD is taking a shot there at some of those higher margin cars. That's actually even much pricier than NIO cars, actually. So that wouldn't be even straight competition there. So maybe NIO could get involved. At least they are the first manufacturer really proving on a mass scale that they can offer some sort of premium to luxury type of cars to Chinese buyers and overseas buyers that are in quality terms quite good. And while the NIO cars are even priced lower, there might be synergies there, because NIO is really not occupied too much with building factories and scaling those factories. Instead, they rely more on their own R&D, on the design expertise, and their core activities are designing great cars and building a brand. In contrary to, for example, Tesla, which is much more, looking to ride declining cost curves, improving manufacturing excellence, and so on. NIO is outsourcing that and basically says that, well, we achieve higher average sales prices over time. We have higher revenues coming in over time because we have a stickier product. I've talked about this on the channel as well. So very different strategies there. And maybe BYD could learn something from it. But what I think might be rather the real reason for talks between BYD and NIO is actually, and you possibly guessed it, battery swapping. I do know that couple of companies, and I'm expecting announcements of that soonish, are working on battery swapping. And so with the entry into this business model of CATL, so that's basically competition to BYD. I think BYD needs to offer something similar in China, because to be frank about this is a trend that's not going to be stopped anymore in China, right? This is basically proven with what NIO has achieved, that it can work on a larger scale, that it's possible to scale it, and also also right now today we are witnessing how it even can help with balancing the grid, helping people to recycle their batteries in terms of if they have a fully charged battery, bring it to the battery swap station so that others can access it. For example, in Citroën, where we have power outages and they cannot simply get charging up their cars by themselves. So these are some of these application cases far beyond the only technology of actually replenishing the car, right? These are energy arbitrage models and stuff like that, where I'm sure that, as I know the Chinese, if there's any business model proven, they are running for it and trying to get a piece of the pie. And as we know, CATL is currently already in the battery asset management company together with NIO. But with launching their own mass production, the chocolate bar design for battery swapping, which possibly is not compatible with the premium brand of NIO. It seems like, CATL are making steps. They're going into the mass market segment, and that's actually might be a big threat to BYD. Just imagine that there is kind of a standardization, and with those three different types of capacities that you can swap in with CATL in the future. That might be a huge threat actually to BYD, and I think they need to react, and possibly speaking with NIO there of using their patents, licenses, experience, and so on to collaborate here more on a mass market type of solution for battery swapping. And that again might be something where NIO is interested with their sub-brands that they have announced or have been leaked, I should say, so far. And we'll see whether or not there might be collaboration on those brands that are not running under the NIO umbrella, and maybe offers more sort of cooperation with other manufacturers. And then I think pretty sure battery swapping will play a role in that. So these are my thoughts around this topic. Let me know yours back down in the comments, and then please give it a like and a share, and see you in the next one.